Okay, we're back here for the second period in this exhibition game. That's Roan, halfway out there at center, and there's an offside call. So we got halfway at center, Roan left wing, Haas right wing, Lanet and Carson on defense. Puck comes back to Roan. Roan circles around, defensive pass, but Carson couldn't quite handle it, so Moose end up keeping that one in, take a shot, and a cover by Snyder. Snyder ready for that? Nice save by Snyder. That was coming in hard at the net. Snyder handled that just fine. Snyder playing good here in this exhibition game. Halfway ready for the puck drop. Halfway. That's Roan that pokes that down. Nice little move by Roan. The defender came over and got the puck though. Roan, Carson holds the line. Carson sends it into Roan. It's deflected by big number, I don't know what that number is, sorry. Here comes number 99, Gretzky. He moves in, moves to his right, lines up, centers it, and that's Lynette that sends it back. Ooh, there's some nice, had some bodies in front of the net there for the Moose, and they just couldn't capitalize. Carson goes in after it from the far boards. Puck comes squirting out to the defenseman at the far blue line. Up the board, near boards here, there's Hawes and Lynette. The Moose come away with it. Carson there. Carson looking, and there's a shot on goal. Snyder slides over, blocks that one. Save for Snyder. There's a pass from Halfley up to Juzak. Juzak loses it. Halfley comes up, squirts it out of the zone. Moose now have to backpedal. Pass comes over to Hawes. Hawes picks it up, centers it. No call. And Moose, goalie covers. So it's a backup goalie for the Moose. Elizabeth, I forget what her last name, Ramos is what it was? I forget. Anyway, she's on the bench right now. So backup goalie here, doing a good job for the Moose too. So it's Snyder. Nobody scored yet. 13 minutes left in the second period. Still 0-0. Trine gets it to pop out. There's Masterson sending in. Ooh, that was Trine. Oh, man. No goal. Kid said that was in. I'm sorry. So Juzak was on the far side. Trine took a swipe at it. Puck came in and looked like the goalie got down on it. Trine said it went in, and the goalie said no way. So did the official. Puck comes into the goalie. Goalie covers again. So puck goes back behind the net. That's Trine pushing it away, trying to get up to Juzak. Juzak feeds it to the center. Oh, Trine in there. Oh man, there was a cut. Bodies in front of the net, just couldn't put it home for the Grizzlies. That gets poked away. Steer holds the line, sends it back up into Juzak. Juzak gets it slapped away. Masterson. That's Juzak sending it back behind the net for Trine. Trine slams that one a little hard. Tries to hit it off the backside of the goalie. The goalie had nothing of it. Steer intercepts that, goes sliding down. Moose move into the zone, moving to the left. Takes a shot, ends up hitting Snyder's arm, ends up in the net. Snyder sends it back out. And then that puck comes out to the Moose. Moose defenseman lines up. And puck ends up to the right of the net where Masterson goes to chase it down in the far corner. Masterson sends it up. Moose lines up. Hits Winter. Winter taps it out. Winter picks it up. Moves it across the blue line. Two defenders in front of him. Moves to the right and around one. Has one man to beat. Moves right around the one. Centers it. Oh, man, that was we had two players in there ready to smack that home and just couldn't quite get it done. Lozano and Morrison were right there waiting for Winter to get that puck in there, and the goalie covered up on that. Puck comes back to Carson. Carson lines up, hits it off of the big number 16. Goes into the corner for Morrison. Morrison chasing it down behind the net. Tries to get a centering pass. It can't quite do it. The Moose send it to the far boards. Puck comes up. Carson holds the line, sends it back to Lozano. Lozano. Halfley sends it behind the net. Halfley chasing it down. Moose get there first. Comes out to Hildebrand, who keeps it in the center. Now Carson takes a shot, and Halfley back to center. Halfley, oh man, Halfley had that. Halfley loops around. Coach, you don't like that. Morrison sends it to the net. There's a centering pass, and Morrison can't quite send it home. Now Peter sends one, just to the right of the goalie. Peter slammed that hard. That was Hildebrand, sorry. Said the right words. Puck comes in for Lozano. Lozano's in there fighting for it, and the goalie covers. Nice save by the goalie. And we get line change up for both teams. Pretty good series there for the Grizzlies. They had bodies in front of the net, loose puck in front of the net, and just never slammed it home. So now we got Winter, Davies, Corrigan. Winter pushes that one towards the net, goes back behind the net. Moose pick it up, send it off the boards. Lynette holds the line, sits right on the line where Winter picks it up, moves back in, moves to his right, picks it up, looks to center, moves back to his left, centers it right into a Moose player. And Winter's going to get called for something here. Not sure what's. There's a conference. So they stopped that with Green having the puck. They maybe could have waited for Grizzlies to touch it. So the Grizzlies would be on a penalty kill. Minute 30 penalty kill with 10:03 left in the second period. There's a little bit of a line change here. There's Halfley out there, Lynette. Roan. Puck comes out. Masterson staying back deep. Smart move by Masterson. Masterson getting wide. Here comes a centering pass by the Grizzlies. There's a wraparound try, a pass. Halfley moves it out of the zone. Not out of the zone. Five-hole shot by the Moose. Defenseman 82 shoots from the right wing, right point, and I don't think Dom saw it coming. So that kills the penalty for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are full strength again, but they're down 1-0 with 9:44 left in the second period. Rome fights right up against the boards. Puck comes back to Masterson. Masterson up to Roan. And then the puck ends up going all the way down to the backboards and an icing call. Puck will come back down to in the Moose zone. Line change for the Grizzlies. So we'll have Halfley at center. Roan at left wing, Hawes at right wing, Steer and Carson on defense. Puck drops, comes back to Halfley. Halfley circles around to his right, backhands it in there and gets another shot at it, and then the Moose take it over in the corner, move up. Looks like there's going to be a penalty call here coming as soon as the Grizzlies touch it. Grizzlies. And there's a touch by the Grizzlies. And they got a hooking call on Hawes. Looks like he knows he did it. He's heading to the bench. Hooking call by the official. We'll have a puck drop on the far side. So out there on the ice is Carson, Steer, Trine, and Juzak. Trine ices that bad boy all the way down, hits it off the far corner, goes up to the goalie. The Moose pick it up, take it behind the net. They're bringing it out. There's a puck lifts up, bounces into center ice. Moose take it. There's an offside call. Moose on the far right side, right by the official, had crossed the line first. They probably didn't get that in the picture for you. It was following the puck, but yes, there was an offside on the far side. So there's 1:06 left in the penalty kill for the Grizzlies. Trying, battling for it. Juzak out there. Hildebrand and Masterson out on defense. Puck goes back into the corner. Hildebrand picks it up. Hildebrand moves it around. Masterson picks it up on the near side. Sends it up the boards to Trine. Trine tries to get it out, and the Moose hold the line, send that puck in. Hildebrand tries to kick it with his foot, ends up in the far boards, goes back to a defenseman. Defenseman lines up, and Trine moving in fast. Here's the Moose swinging around, takes a shot. Snyder covers. Okay, so there's Lozano. Puck comes out. There's an offside call. The intentional offside will go clear down. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Grizzlies. Score is 1-0. Moose on top. Lozano's going to take this puck drop. Masterson and Hildebrand on defense. Morrison out there right in the center. Fight for it. Moose come away with it. Masterson backpedaling. Morrison fighting hard. Does a stick lift. Puck comes into the zone. There's a centering pass. Morrison sends it up into the air and trickling to Snyder. He covers. Get a line change and we'll have the puck drop. 16 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Grizzlies. Halfway out there at center now. Morrison stayed out. So halfway changed places with Lozano. Puck comes to the point, goes back down into the corner. It's Masterson fighting for it. Masterson keeping a stick on the ice in front of number 7. 7 kicks it with his foot. And Halfley takes it away. Halfley moves up. He sends it right into the defender. Puck goes back down. Hildebrand sends it up to Halfley. Halfley figures out how to get it out of the zone. They're just out of reach. Now we got Lozano coming over hard. Grizzlies full strength. Puck goes around the backside. The Moose move it back and forth. Good passing by the Moose. That's Lozano. Goes down in the corner. Halfway picks it up. Sends it up the boards to the defenseman. Defenseman lines up. Swings it in. There's Lozano passing it up to Halfway. Halfway back to Lozano. Lozano loses at center ice and falls down. Loses an edge. Halfway. Morrison swiping at it. Now it's... puck goes just left of the net for the Moose. Puck goes back into the corner. That's Masterson picking it up. Masterson moves up. There's Morrison, swipes at it. Gets up to Halfley. Halfley trying to fight for it. Squirts out of the zone. The Moose have to backpedal and clear. Moose get clear. 7 comes in. 7 their leading scorer. Patty moves to his right. Gets swatted away by Masterson. There's a shot high. Patty in there, and then that's Morrison swiping it to the boards. Patty, their leading scorer, was in front of the net there, waiting for a rebound shot. And there's Morrison getting it clear, forcing the Moose on an offside call. There we go. And that might be an intentional offside. Coming all the way back down to this. Intentional offsides. Coming back down there. All right, so they're going to have an offside right here. No intentional. One official called intentional, the other said no, no, no. And so Bloom here, this official, says no, 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 and he wants to drop it right here. So we're going to have a puck drop on this side. Winner sends it back to the Moose. The Moose slap it up to Carson. Carson back to the Moose. Corrigan picks it up along the boards. Centers it a little bit for the Winner. Puck comes out. Winner loses a stick. Puck goes. Now we've got 88 with the penalty. Looks like they got 88 for the Moose. Little guy there. No penalty. They just, I'm not sure what they called that. Offside maybe. Wasn't paying attention. Corrigan chases that down. Puck rings it around and back behind the net. That's Davies fighting hard for it in there. Carson gets that to poke free. Corrigan rings it around the boards. Comes over to the near side. Centering pass by the Moose. Just out of the reach of number 11. Carson goes and chases it down. Moose swipes at it and misses. Comes out to Winner. Winner gets the block moved away. Winner picks it, almost picks it up, goes out of the zone. Back into the zone for the Moose, moving to the right, shoots. Snyder with a glove save. That came in nice and easy for Snyder. Snyder's used to harder shots than that. So, a line change up for the Grizzlies. Halfway at center. Pause at right wing. Roan, left wing. Steer and Hildebrand out there in defense. Steer fights for it up against the boards. Comes out to Halfley. Halfley takes it around the backside of the net, kicks it with his foot. We got a hand up for a penalty. Moose touch it, and now we got a penalty on the Moose. Got a foot call on the big guy for the Moose. Number 16. That'll put the Grizzlies on a Halfley design and construction power play. Out there on the ice is Halfley. Hawes. Roan. Steer and Hildebrand. Roan picks it up, moves into the blue line, gets just the other side of the blue line. Looking to pass it, passes it back to Hildebrand, back up into the Halfley in the corner. Halfley chases it down in the corner, moves around the backside of the net, looking for somebody to pass it to. Passes it to Hawes. Hawes sends it down into the boards. Puck comes over to Roan. Roan looking to center it. Oh, does a wraparound, and the puck gets swatted away. Halfley. Puck ends up coming around the backside of the net. Hildebrand over, nope, I'm sorry. That's Hawes stealing it away. Hawes sends it off of Halfley's foot, sends it back to Halfley. There's a swipe and a miss by the Moose. That's Hildebrand, can't quite get a hold of it. A little dance there at the inside the blue line. Halfley picks it back up. There's 36 seconds left on the penalty, and Haas sends one into the goalie, and the goalie does a glove save. Nice shot by Haas, going for the 5-hole. Goalie went down and caught it with his glove. .33 seconds left on the power play for the Grizzlies. There's 3:13 left in the second period. Grizzlies down 1-0. Winner slaps at the puck a few times, ends up knocking the player down. He goes down himself. Moose picks the puck up, gives it to clear the zone. When that sends it in, there'll be an offside call. 22 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Moose. Grizzlies still on a power play. 3:02 left in the second period. Winner at center, trying it right wing. Juzak left wing, trying, takes it into the zone, loses it. Comes back over to Juzak. Juzak pushes it in, and an offside call. So number 7 and Winner. Winner wins that battle, moves to his left. He's open. Winner backhands it, sends it to the goalie. Trine was right there for a rebound, and goalie ends up with it in his glove. This goalie for the Moose is doing a pretty good job right here. Hasn't let anything by her. There's Winner, sends it over. Moose intercept it. They ice it down. There's 4 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Moose. Masterson picks it up, sends it to the corner. Moose full strength. Centering pass. Ooh, man, that centering pass had a player in front. Trine, sending it up to, Juzak can't quite. It was a nice thought. Juzak was at center ice. Trine tried to hit him. And when you can't hit your player at center ice, you end up with an icing call. So Trine gets an icing call. Grizzlies come out, line change. Halfley out there, Morrison right wing. Lozano left wing, Steer and Carson on defense. Puck goes over the top of 2. Morrison picks it up, fights for it up against the boards. And that's Halfley. It goes back to Steer and back in. Carson goes and picks it up. Steer covers for him in front of the net. Halfley picks it up, moves it up to Lozano. There's Halfley, send it up to Lozano. Lozano at the red line, fighting for it, bounces back to Halfley. Halfley fighting for it, comes loose. Carson goes for it. The Moose move into the zone. Steer comes back, shot on wide right, comes around the net, ends up into Gretzky's number 99 there, centers it, and that's number 7, the leading scorer for the Moose, picking up that assist by Gretzky. Nice little hockey play, man. I'll tell you what, Gretzky back behind the net, centered it for number 7, had Snyder committed to his right, and when that centering pass came in, Snyder clear over on the right-hand side of the net, leaves a wide open right-hand shot for that number 7, Patty, I think is his name. So the Moose go up, Halfley intercepts that. Moose go up 2-0 on the Grizzlies with 1:25 left in the second period. Puck comes out of the zone for the Grizzlies, and then we get an offside call. Like Lozano was on the wrong side of the line there. So now we get a line change for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies not having a lot of pep in their step right now. And you go down 2-zip like that, it kind of takes the wind out of you. So Corrigan, left wing, Davies right wing, Winner out there. Winner ends up with the puck, moves to his right. This is a nice spot for Winner. Winner tries to take a shot and ends up on the ground. Davies couldn't quite get a shot off. Puck comes back to Lynette. Lynette swipes at that, ends up back at Hildebrand. Davies picks it up. Davies has room to skate. Davies ices it. Has no ice shoot, says the official. Sits there in front of the net. 45 seconds left in the second period. Puck comes back to Hildebrand. Hildebrand sends it down and into the corner. Looks like everybody's moving as slow as molasses. Oh man, there's a shot by Corrigan. Corrigan sends it over to the near boards. Winner with 27 seconds left fights for it. And Lynette flat-footed. She swipes at it and they send it up the boards. Hildebrand sends it back, goes out of the zone. 14 seconds left. They wait for it and send it into the zone. Lynette, and it. 2 seconds. There's a shot. Intercepted. And end of the second period with the Moose up 2-0 on the Grizzlies. It'll be a tough one to come back on with this goalie, but if the Grizzlies get hot, they can do it. See you in 1 minute.